This constitution will be a kind of snapshot of the current situation. In other words, it will be part and parcel of Turkish society. When it comes to the European Union, we asked, do you think Turkey should accede to the EU? 73% were in favour, and now the figure has gone down to 56%. But the figure has never gone below that percentage in terms of people in favour of accession to the EU. Again, we're talking about the middle classes and their values. They want to have a prospect of joining the EU for themselves in the future, but also for their children.
For 25 years, there has been an ongoing conflict in our region. There have been air operations, there have been operations by ground forces that have even extended beyond Turkey's frontiers. Currently, we're seeing the 25th operation of the Turkish army, and this has brought with it the deaths of many people. The development program for the southeast is a very important project. It should bring with it a cultural, social, economic and political change across the region. Is this enough in itself? Well, of course not. The region has undergone a period of conflict for 25 years now. Many people have been displaced to the cities. They have created a community which is really completely lacking in all possessions.
The Security Council doesn't seem to be in favour, well, quite the reverse, it's opposed to pupils learning Kurdish in schools, and I think that this is unacceptable. It seems that today's government says it's focusing on the Kurdish question, but we don't actually see much specific change. There's a kind of authoritarian approach. The Kurdish situation is put under the military. It's part of the remit of the military. And in the Security Council, there's a single general among the members that holds sway, which means basically that the military holds sway over the whole country. So, at all levels of the state, this kind of thinking tends to prevail. Now, this authoritarian approach, taking away the powers of the Kurdish population and dictating to them what they should do, this kind of approach will not be able to lead to favorable decisions.
I'm against all forms of discrimination. In 2004, for the first time in Turkey, I made an album in my mother tongue. This, as you may know, was not permitted in Turkey. Well, the reason my album was banned is I said that we should lay down the swords, or words to that extent, and that was considered to be critical. So you see the extent to which it's difficult for me to be a musician in Turkey. Well, what I want is a world without violence. I want a world where people can accept difference. I'd like to see everybody taking a positive stance. I want to be able to just be a musician. It's very hard for me to organise concerts. They ask you for certificates. As Kurdish musicians, we can't get social security.
One general remark is, I think, and that is maybe the basic remark towards Turkey and towards the Turkish authorities or Turkish political life, you cannot solve a question by denying it. And this has always been the approach since Kemal Atatürk or since when to the Kurdish question. You cannot deny that there is a substantive minority living in your country, and you cannot deny that these are individuals with their own aspirations and wishes to express their cultural identity, to be present in society, to be heard in politics, which is part and parcel of political life in all countries that are members of the European Union. Some with small minorities, some with large minorities, some with new minorities, some with old minorities. That's why we have these conventions and rules in the framework of the Council of Europe, the OSCE, the European Union, that explicitly address the issue of minority and minority rights. And I think that we will certainly defend from this Parliament that principle. And I think that when we discuss, not interfere, because it's a Turkish issue, in the constitutional debate, is to raise the issues of European values should also form the basis of the new constitution of Turkey. And that this constitution should also address the issue of the Kurdish people in the country.